So growing up, Valentine's Day was always kind of weird for me. I didn't have any romantic relationships really. Instead, my mom had us make these Valentine's Day cards and crafts, and I'd have to give them to my brothers and sisters. I know that sounds kind of weird. The intention was that, brotherly and sisterly love. In addition to that, I'd also have to make these crafts, with kind of religious themes on them. Stuff, big red hearts that said, Jesus loves you. But with each of these holidays, not just with Valentine's Day, up until I was about 13 or 14, we'd actually go over to my grandmother's house for the morning and afternoon and celebrate it over there. Well, I was kind of a piece of crap kid. I was rowdy, impulsive, a little too loud, and one time my grandmother just couldn't take it anymore, so she dragged me to the back, and I don't remember, it was all just a big blur, but I know when it was done, I was just kind of laying on the ground in a dark room, kind of crying, clutching my wrist that I found out later was sprained. Yeah. That wasn't the first time something like that happened, and it wasn't the last time either. So you can kind of guess that me and my grandmother kind of grew apart after that. In the recent years, I noticed, because I still usually see her, once a month, not once a week like we used to. And, I've noticed she had kind of a complete kind of shift in attitude with how she started treating me. And, it was a lot more more loving and kind, and, I'm not sure I deserved it as I was a bad kid. But, I don't know, I'm not really sure what it is, whether she started seeing me, becoming more distanced or not, that she changed her attitude, or it was my other cousin that started growing up. See, there was always this kind of underlying tension between my grandmother and my mom, that my grandmother, she came from a time where there was kind of favorites picked out of the kids, and my mom happened to be the least favorite. Some of those feelings leaked down to the grandkids. I've been trying to get back with my grandmother now that she's, now she's changed, I've changed a little bit. I hope I'm not still that crappy kid. I'm not too sure sometimes, but yeah, I've made an effort to try and see her more and talk to her often. Ultimately, Valentine's Day for me isn't really necessarily about romantic love. It's more about, kind of that family love that has to stick there, even though that there's these underlying tensions in there. So that's my history of Valentine's Day.